So, welcome. This is Marcia Regan from Colour Harmony, and I'm joined here with Inga Deksne. So, Inga, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, so my name is Inga and I'm social media mindset coach, helping people to deal with anything that is, seems complicated around social media and make sense out of it.
Fantastic. And I have to say that I have been working with Inga around my business, and she's been absolutely amazing because she takes out the overwhelming and the unknowing about social media, because now there are so many tools out there that you feel that you should be doing them all, and there are only so many hours in the day. And Inga really has helped me get clarity around what tools suit my business, my own unique personality, and also aligning it to the kind of people that I serve. So it's been absolutely amazing working with you, Inga. I'm so grateful.
You said it so beautifully. I need to listen to the recording and borrow it.
Use it as a testimonial. Use it as a testimonial.
Yeah.
So our topic today is about the inside toolkit to entrepreneur success. And what I wanted to do is to really talk about that, because we all think that we need to be doing the, sending out the newsletters and doing our advertising and doing. But in fact, what we need to do is we need to also connect in with us inside, and to realize that how we're feeling from the inside is felt outside of us. And for me, what I use color as my tool to get people to connect in with. I must open the seat. Hold on a minute. Oh, no, there is an open seat, so she's coming. To connect in with their own energy, and the color is a fantastic tool to, once you know the psychology and meaning of color, then you will get to know more about yourself, and you'll be able to use color as a tool to keep you energetically clear, and make sure that you from the inside are clearer, brighter, and more aligned with your own soul's calling and with the work that you're meant to do and serve in a bigger way. So Inga, what have you got to say about, looking, because you're part of the inside toolkit for you is really about mindset. That's another inside job, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. When I work with my clients, what we look is exactly as you said. Rather than doing, it's about being. So when you think about your business goals and you want particular results, so what I suggest is that you imagine how you're going to feel at that moment, and you walk in your future you choose already now, and then you take actions and make decisions based on that persona. Yes. And also when you have positive expectations, then it helps, rather than you start doubting yourself in the middle of the way, and it always stops us, because I think we start doubting ourselves automatically.
Yeah. Absolutely. And my quote that I use is that doubt cancels all dreams. So doubt, it's one of the most detrimental things to have for any business entrepreneur, and in fact for anybody, full stop, because it actually stops the flow of energy. So I think you're totally right there. So what advice would you give, Inga, to somebody, maybe just a tip to help them be more centered inside, to have more of a, feel more positive inside, so that could resonate and just allow things to come to them more easily?
I think like the cure for the doubt is curiosity. when you are open-minded, when you don't expect like particular results, but you are curious. And because I work with Facebook ads, right? Facebook ads can impact your self-esteem so much. And in reality, Facebook ads always work. There are maybe some elements that don't work that can be tweaked. But people, when they spend some money on Facebook ads, not getting results, and instead of thinking, okay, what can I do differently? They think, oh, nobody likes my offer. I'm not good enough. I should go and get a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, totally.
But when you're curious, you are more open-minded to find the solution, because solution is always there.
Yeah. I mean, there's a spiritual solution for every problem. And in fact, sometimes you have to question, is there such a thing as a problem? If we take away our attachment to what we're seeing and looking at it from an energy point of view, what color would you associate with what's going on for you? Where is it? Is it inside your body or is it outside your body? And what is that part of you, if it's inside the body, wanting to express? And what color that would... So now I have to accept her. A minute. What part of you, what colours that need? And then you feed yourself by visualising, and that creates an energetic shift and gets you to feel differently. So just have to accept her. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Melanie's joining us here. Yeah.
And I should confirm like what you've just said, because you did it for me. I was stuck for some period of time, and then we did some, your magic.
Yeah.
The next day it was $10,000 sales.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. No, this energy work does. The inside toolkit does work. Now we're joined by the lovely Melanie Buncoch. Welcome, Melanie.
Good morning. Sorry, I was sitting here munching on my food. I thought it wasn't very attractive to eat on a blab, so I thought best to hide myself first while I was eating. But I will drink my coffee though. So
great. Yes, and I have my tea here.
Sorry, always start with lemon, hot water and lemon, but then the coffee has to come.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies.
So we're just talking here, Melanie. We're having a lovely discussion here
I know, I've been listening.
You have. Yeah. So what would you like to add to that with your expertise? And just maybe introduce yourself, actually. I'm sure lots of people know you already. But
hello, my name is Melanie Buncoch. I am a coach and emotional freedom technique practitioner, and I particularly like to help people set goals and but also clear away the resistance between you and your goal. So it's very easy to set goals. Anyone can set a goal, but then that's when kind of all the doubt, and you talked about doubt, didn't you? Talked the doubt and the fears and the ifs and buts and hows and maybes, all that kind of comes in the way, and that's where I like to help people with sorry, let me just unplug my phone. Apologies.
So we have Maxine Jones. Welcome, Maxine.
Oh, hi, Maxine. How are you? That's just me. And toolkit. Oh gosh, that's such a big thing, isn't it? The internal. I think come back to me. I have to get my brain in gear first. But so can you just recap?
Yes, no. So it's just a matter. We were talking, for example, about you're in demand this morning, Melanie.
Go away. I can't. Decline. Sorry.
Don't worry.
No, that's fine. Sorry. Carry on. I'm just going to just ignore.
So we were just talking actually about. I mean, let's get on. Keeping with the doubt. That particularly as an entrepreneur, I think if things don't go our way, then we start doubting. Am I set out for this, or is what I'm offering the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? And what should I be doing? And then we start giving out to ourselves, saying, oh, maybe just this isn't meant to be, and all these things start literally cancelling all the great work that you had done just behind you. So the whole idea is when you get into that state, to get yourself out of that state ASAP, and there are many different ways of doing that.
Yes. So I just caught what Inga was saying about Facebook ads, and absolutely. Not just Facebook ads, but social media and putting yourself out there. It's like, if you put a post out and, you might get one like and one comment, think, oh, no one likes me anymore. It's silly, ridiculous, but these doubts do creep in. But certainly when you're trying to sell your services and then nobody wants what you have to buy, then it's just like, well, why am I even doing this? Absolutely. I can see how. So the thing is, I think to stay on your path is just to actually have that big vision for yourself and remain excited about it. Stay focused on it. Not focused, but not to the point of obsession. I think you plant that seed for the big vision in your head, but I think with any aspect of your life, your business, I know certainly we're talking about our entrepreneurial success today, is firstly, what does that success look like to you? What is that success? Because I think very often entrepreneurs go into business without a clear vision of what it is they actually want. And I'm certainly guilty of that, even very recently, thinking, oh, yes, I'd like to have, my coaching business to be reasonably successful. I want to do X, Y, and Z, but it wasn't specific enough. I think you have to be very specific as to what it is you want to achieve in your business.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, totally. And what we can do sometimes too, it's very good to connect in with the energy of what's going on, So what we could do is we can check in. Also, we have someone joining us. 1 minute. Should call her. No. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ahmed. Is it Ahmed?
Hi. Yes. My name is Ahmed. I am from Egypt. I am 23 years old, and I am a beginner in English.
Oh, right. Okay.
You speak very good English.
Very
That's
good
my
English.
Egyptian.
That's a good chance to recognize you, and I'm very happy to speak to you all.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you like to contribute to our discussion about? Are you an entrepreneur yourself?
Yes, I want to you help me and to improve my English. I wish you are not annoyed for that.
Oh, not at all, not at all. So what would you like to say about the topic about the inside out toolkit for entrepreneurial success?
My success, I have my own business, and I am a student in the three civil engineering faculty.
All right.
And I thanks, and I want to share some knowledge and some experience. I beg your pardon.
Right.
What do you do, Ahmed? What do you do? Tell us about your business.
In education, that's the center of education. Educate the student in basics and mathematics and chemistry and Arabic language and that's science. In science.
Great. Excellent.
But in the preparatory school.
It's what school?
Preparatory.
All right. Okay.
I am sorry for you cut your speaking with us.
No, not at all.
But I am happy for for this conversation with you all.
Great.
Clearly.
Fantastic. And so in your experience, what would you like to share with us in relation to our discussion about being in business and in with you teaching? What's your experience? What do you want to share?
I work at supermarket and I work at a student activity, PR, public relationship, and I am a member in RTC, that's mean Risala Training Center, and I am a Muslims Brotherhood in Egypt. Are you know Muslims Brotherhood?
Pardon?
I know Muslims Brotherhood.
All right.
I am a member in that organization in Egypt. Are you visiting Egypt in any time?
No. But Egypt is a place actually that's on my list to visit.
Egypt, but the country is the beautiful, but the policy that's very very bad.
Right. Okay. But listen, we're going to get back to our topic about working on the energy, and so I'd like to take people through an exercise. So I'll just take you out of the seat, and then you can be part of the energy with everybody else. All right?
Okay. But
thanks for joining us.
I want to ask you.
Right. So I just wanted us to talk about the energy. It's good, to hear, someone's other aspects of it. But we want to really work about the inside, about what's happening with how we're feeling inside, with how our minds are thinking, and how that influences. And so, what I'd like to do maybe is to just what I think might be useful for everybody is that each of us will just bring elements in about how we, what toolkits we individually use to make us feel better inside, okay? And first of all, I'd like us to connect in with the energy of doubt, okay? So when you think about the energy of doubt, what color does that represent for you? And if you type it in the chat box, then I can give you a reading about the psychology and the meaning of that color for you. So this is interesting. So Melanie, grey.
Well, maybe the same.
Grey for both of you. Yes. Very interesting. Yeah. So grey means it's a color that's indecisive. So it makes you, grey for everybody. Very interesting. So this means that it's indecisive. It bleeds you of energy, really, because it's a kind of color. It's not white. It's not black. Grey is made of white and black. And black can be very good from a protection point of view. It can be very good for elegance. It can be, it's a color that can hold you back, and that means that you're not showing your true color. So you're actually not seeing the light. Whereas white is more purification. It can lead as well, mean kind of whitewash walls, covering up. So grey as a color in relation to doubt is mean that you're not being fully truthful to yourself, and it's coming up because you need to make a decision. So the next time you have doubt, think about this grey color and what do you need to make a decision about so that doubt will go away. So the other thing you can do is we can then say, right, if you didn't have that doubt, what would you have instead? So can anybody just connect in? If you didn't have doubt, what would you have? So for example, for me, I would have clarity. And the color of clarity is yellow. So what would you get? What do you get, Melanie?
I got the word faith. I got yellow as well.
Right.
But for me, it would be joy.
And what color would that represent for you?
Orange.
Orange, right. So you got yellow for faith. That's interesting. So faith is actually a color that's associated with the color blue. But you have your color for that came up for you was yellow. So that is important because that is almost like the color of the sun. And so this is what that gives you faith. You know, you're more uplifted, that color makes you feel, if I put you into a yellow room, then straight away you feel lighter, you feel brighter. And therefore, when you've got faith, then you've got trust. And when you have trust, then things start moving. So it means that you're giving the energy, the opportunity to manifest in a more positive way. And for the orange for you, Inga, that's got to do with connecting in with that creativity, that creative power. So where does your creative power want to emerge? And what we can do now is when we connect in with the doubt, where would you be holding that in your body? And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring in that color, yellow and orange. So yellow for you, Melanie, orange for you, Inga. And I want you to connect in with the feeling that you would have by not, if that doubt wasn't there. And I want you to anchor that feeling and that color into that area of your body. Let that move through every layer of your body, every part of your skin, every organ. Right through your energetic field and out to the universe. Take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. Take a deep breath and release. Now, sometimes you may not have the awareness that you had doubt somewhere. It can sneak in on an energetic level without you being aware. And so it's good even to do these kind of exercises because it sometimes where our blocks are, we can't see them. They need to be from they're inside of us, so we can't see them. But when we connect in with them, then you'll find that something like doubt could be playing in the background, but you mightn't be aware of it. And now what you've done is you've up-leveled that, because doubt on some level served you, because there's always a positive and negative, but you've up-leveled it to a place of having more trust and more faith, so it'll serve you on a higher level. So how do you feel energy-wise after that small little exercise?
It's funny, Marcia, as soon as you mentioned it, I was wearing my body, I felt it. It was like one minute I felt it in my throat, next minute I felt like in my stomach, but both with sensations of wanting to be sick. I don't feel sick, but that's just immediately what came to mind. So it was kind of a balancing between the throat and the solar plexus chakra.
Very interesting. So what that means for you is that it's really important. You need to, what that exercise did for you is it got you to connect in with your power, like the real power of Melanie Buncoch. Mm-hmm. And it allowed you to bring that out, to be seen, to express that on a much bigger level. And this is what's really important as an entrepreneur. We need to be seen. We need to be visible. We need to be out there. Not just being here, for example, doing blabs, but from an energy point of view, our energy needs to be out there so people can find us. So it's all about connecting with synchronicity, then that allows other people to find you when you're in a very good energetic space. So now what we've done is we've connected your power with your soul purpose, which comes out through the throat, and you are more visible energetically and physically for people to actually be attracted to you even more so. So I'm delighted for that, Melanie. And what about you, Inga?
It's so funny that we have like similar reactions. I didn't feel sick, but I have here as well, like in my throat, like there's a gray color. And then when I changed to orange, it felt like I have a fluffy orange scarf around me. Mm-hmm. And it was very fuzzy and, very upbeat. So it felt really good.
Fantastic. So because you got the yellow as well, or the orange.
Yeah.
What I think is important for you, and that it came here in the throat, your thing is to really bring out your creativity, because I have worked with you anyway personally, and I think what your big differentiator in, so I'll just see blue and lavender, I'll come back to you in a minute, Ample, but is that it's your creativity in how you coach people from a mindset point of view, but also when it comes to social media tools, you have a great way of bringing in the creativity in what you do. And that makes it more interesting for someone like me as a client of yours, but also it means that it allows me to be more creative in how I work with social media tools and differentiate myself in the market. So I think that's key for you, because the orange came in to really, bring that out more in your messaging.
But it's so funny because today in the morning I was fighting with the idea to set up the webinar or not set the webinar for the next week. And just last minute I decided, okay, I will go with the webinar. And this is like confirmation, because I need to create like slides and also to come up with the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, fantastic. So someone else got Ample SS33. What's your name? But anyway, I'll just tell you Jean. Hi, Jean. Welcome. So the color blue and lavender for you. This color for the blue part, it's really again about you being visible. And where did you feel it actually in your body? Because that'll be significant as well. In your chest, right? Very interesting. So for you, it's specifically because it's the chest, I would suggest that your blue is kind of more like a sea blue, like a turquoisey blue. And this really is extremely important for you, because where you're at now is you need to connect what you say from your heart, to speak from the heart. And this is going to make a huge difference to you. And why that is the case is because you've also had lavender, and lavender is the kind of a color that's linked to spiritual gifts, taking responsibility. So if you tap in with those two energies, then you will find that for now, you need to be speaking from the heart. So that's it from my side. So what about you, Inga? What would you like to maybe take us through to get some clarity around doubt, or whatever else that you feel might just connect in there, because maybe doubt might be no longer needed now. Or maybe someone will need another angle to doubt.
It's probably not like straight away here, but just in general for doubts, I write them out. So on the paper, I write like exactly what comes up to me, and then I write what I want to have instead. And then you focus on that wanted result, and you start thinking about what you can do now to feel that emotion. But for me, it helps to write it down in order to get that clarity.
Fantastic, yeah. And I find too that what happens there as well is that actually you start to detach yourself, because when it's in your mind, you're too attached and you can't be clear. You've no clarity. Whereas if you put it down on paper, you have a bit of distance from it, and maybe you can view things from a different light based on that. So yeah, well done. That's fantastic. What about you, Melanie? What would you like to?
Well, doubt is a really great emotion to tap on, because I'm an EFT practitioner, so I tap on the emotions that come up when these emotions get in the way of between where I am now and where I want to be. Doubt is a big one. It's kind of like, really, is this really going to happen? Just kind of, there's 1,000,001 other people out there doing this, why me? But then again, I think what Inga said about writing them out is a great idea. And then that actually gives you the material to tap on once you've kind of written out kind of some sentences about the doubts you have. So it could be, I don't know.
Do you want to maybe do a round? Do you want to do a round?
Yeah,
maybe
sure. I know, Inga, why don't you give me some doubtful phrases, and then I can.
shall I do it? Whether it's interesting topic? Do I really want to do it?
Okay, do I really want to do it? Okay, give me more.
Is this the right timing? No, maybe?
Yeah, or is there a point, or yeah, stronger for me is, do I really want to do it? But whether it's needed, or
Okay,
whether it's interesting topic.
that's quite interesting. I wonder if I'd approach it from a slightly different angle. That's quite a strong message, a strong resistant message that's coming up there. Do I really want to do it? Because when you have a goal or something in mind, the automatic response should be leaping up and down. Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know whether it brings the results. So whether it's, just for the, for the sake of doing webinar, because I want to use the time, or whether it's really useful activity.
Okay. How I would do this would be slightly different. I would probably just sit and ask myself that question over and over again in a kind of a bit of a meditative state. And I would, before I would tap, I think I would just ask myself the question, because I get this all the time. If I need clarity on an answer, very often my question could be, what do I need to do next? I would take myself off, literally just to my bed, and I'll just ask myself the question over and over again, what do I need to do next? What do I need to do next? Or in your case, it could be, so can you just remind me of the right phrasing?
Do I really want to do it?
Yeah, do I really want to do this webinar? Do I really want to do it? Do I really want to do it? And I would ask yourself that question over and over again, and then see what comes up at the end of your little kind of meditation. It's amazing how when we ask, because our inner intuition knows the answer. We know the answer, but we block the way. So we could maybe tap on, even though if I don't know if I want to do this or not, I choose to allow myself to be guided by my intuition. I choose to attract the right, something along those lines. Does that kind of resonate? Okay, then. Yes. All right, we'll do a quick round of tapping on that. Those of you who are new to tapping, just suspend kind of any disbelief or any kind of like thoughts of this is a bit weird momentarily, and just do as I do and say as I say, and then you could always ask me questions afterwards. Okay, so right, okay, and then I'd be interested to see what comes up for you after this, Inga. Okay. Even though I don't know if I should be doing this or not.
I don't know whether I should be doing this or not.
Because it brings me doubts.
Because it brings me doubts.
And even though it brings me doubts.
And even though it brings me doubts.
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
Will I tap as well and say, or do I just
Absolutely,
let her?
Yeah.
All right.
Tap along with us, Marcia. Even though I'm feeling doubtful.
Even though I'm feeling doubtful.
I choose to allow myself to become clear.
I choose myself to become clear.
I allow myself to be aligned with clarity.
I allow myself to be aligned with clarity.
And I allow myself to connect into the colour yellow or orange.
And I allow myself to connect with the colour orange.
It's green.
And during this exercise, I choose to love and accept myself along the way.
I choose to love and accept myself along the way.
Okay. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
Side of the eye, I just can't decide.
I just can't
decide.
Not feeling very clear.
Not feeling very clear.
Letting go of the doubts.
Letting go of the doubts.
And this grey feeling that I have.
And this
great feelings that I have.
Am I making the right decision?
Am I making the right decision?
Under the arm. Is this for my highest good?
Is it for my highest good?
Is this for the highest good for those around me?
Is it for the highest good for those around me?
Letting go of the doubts and the grey.
Letting go.
Letting go of doubts of the grey.
Clearing them away at a cellular level.
Clearing
Clearing them away at a cellular level.
As I choose to trust.
As I choose to trust.
As I allow myself to get clear.
As I allow myself to get clear.
And align myself with a colour, yellow or orange.
And align myself with a colour, orange.
Allowing myself to get clearer and clearer.
Allowing myself to get clearer and clearer.
Allowing myself to access that part of me.
Allowing
myself to access that part of me.
That knows the answer.
That knows the
answer.
Allowing myself to become clear.
Allowing
myself to become clear.
Clearing away the doubts.
Clearing
away the doubts.
As I choose to get clarity on my question.
As I choose to get clarity on my question.
Infusing my doubt with a colour, yellow or orange.
Infusing my doubt with a colour, orange.
Becoming clearer and clearer.
Becoming
clearer and clearer.
It is safe to trust my intuition.
It is safe to trust my intuition.
I'm ready to trust my intuition.
I'm ready to trust my intuition.
Becoming clearer and clearer as this day progresses.
Becoming clearer and clearer as the days progresses.
Okay, take a deep breath in. And out. So what's come up for you there, Inga? Then I think just allow that to process and just kind of.
It's so funny, you know, from the first moment we start tapping, the first thought came, oh, silly you, of course you want to do this webinar. But then when we start doing more, I got that excitement from wanting to do it.
Yes, and that's what I said. When you get a goal or something for yourself, it should absolutely excite you. I think that comes first, excitement, and then very often the doubt then creeps in. But you want to get that doubt away, get yourself back excited again. So hopefully we've done that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great.
That was good.
Excellent.
Brilliant. So you also with that tapping, Melanie, because for people watching afterwards, they can borrow the benefits, can't they? They
absolutely.
Tap.
Totally. Thing is, you could be tapping on your grief, your lost pet, or you could be tapping on nervousness for something that's coming up. But even though you've tapped along with my words to Inga's thing, you should get relief from whatever it is that you're tapping with.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's the great thing, I think, about energy work. Energy is constantly moving. We think as human beings, you know, that we have, you know, we like to keep things the same. It's never meant to be the same. So as energy moves, it means that in your case, we're tapping on one specific aspect, but because energy is moving, it doesn't really matter. You're still getting the benefit.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So fantastic. That's great. So I think that's it, ladies, unless you have anything else to add.
No, that's been great.
It's been a pleasure. Yes. So we're going to be doing these every Friday at 9:15 time, 10:15 Belgium time. Mm-hmm. And so keep an eye out for them. I don't know who is doing it next week, which one of us has said to do it, but one of us will be here and join us for some more fun.
And actually, just while I'm here, I may do another little blab later myself to talk about kind of visualization and manifesting and the law of attraction. So I'm thinking at some point today, maybe early afternoon. So if you're free and want to come and join me, then yeah. So I'm just working out my day at the moment. See how the day pans out.
Okay.
That's lovely. Great. Thank you,
right,
ladies.
Guys. It's a pleasure. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Now, how do I just click pause recording, I think, don't I? You try this, because I haven't done this in ages, so